Good morning and thank you for joining us here on ClickTHouston.com. We are in for a hot summer day. We'll be in the low 90s this afternoon, and it's going to feel more like 100 degrees. A round of afternoon storms that are going to linger through the evening, so keep those umbrellas close. Our scattered thunderstorms will produce heavy rain and also some lightning, but they look like they're going to be some fast movers, so that's going to help limit the flooding risk. Take a look at that futurecast model. Once we get through the afternoon, closer to about 8 o'clock, that's when those thunderstorms will start to dry up. So please be aware of the heat and also the storms for after-school practices and also picking up your kids. Looks like our rain chances will be going up for Friday into the weekend. We have this area of high pressure in the southeast. That's creating a train of tropical moisture that's slamming right into southeast Texas. At the same time, we do have a front to the north of us, and that's focusing those showers and storms right over Texas. So do expect those rain chances to be on the high side. I don't think it's going to be a washout, but make sure that you have a backup plan this weekend in case you need to pull your plans indoors. In the tropics, Gaston has actually strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane. Still no threat to land, so that's great news, but we're keeping a very close eye on this potential storm that is moving closer to the Dominican Republic. Now, the hurricane hunters flew this yesterday. They found tropical storm force winds, but they didn't find a closed area of circulation. We need that for it to be considered a tropical cyclone. But what is going to be happening is strong winds and heavy rain moving over the Dominican Republic today. So if you have family in the area or if you had travel plans, please keep that in mind. Now, there is a 50% chance of development over the next 2 days, but there's some dry air and wind shear in the area. Both of those things not really helping out in terms of tropical formation, which is good. But as we go into the weekend, we're going to increase that chance of development up to 80%, and that's when the system will be closer to the Bahamas. Lower wind shear, also a little more moisture to work with, and plenty of heat in that water. So there's still the potential that we could see a tropical system form this weekend, and by that point, it's very close to Florida. It's not going to give a lot of time for prep. Right now, it doesn't look to be any large alarm for southeast Texas, but you can tell towards the end of this forecast, anything from the Gulf of Mexico into Florida up the East Coast, it's just too early to tell, folks. We still don't have a storm to track, so until we have that area of low pressure to put into our computer model runs, there's a lot of uncertainty and also a lot of change that you will see day to day. So here's the bottom line. The best chance of formation will be this weekend near the Bahamas. It's worth watching, but I wouldn't get too worried at this point. For right now, just deal with the heat and enjoy those afternoon storms. Low 90s. We'll be in the upper 80s for Friday and Saturday just because the higher chance of rain, but I do think most of the rain will finish up before our football games on Friday afternoon.